It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and we've got a showdown in the AFC South. It's the Titans and the Jaguars, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State at TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft. In his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
Last year, we got the Trevor Lawrences. So many tapped to be the savior of the Jaguars. He broke 4,000 yards for the first time and threw 25 touchdown passes and guided his team to the playoffs. This young man, he's been good since the first time he picked up a ball in Youth League. They expect nothing less from him again this season.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Play action. It's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Lawrence will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 19. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. Going for it. Here's Etienne. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Well, they miss an opportunity to put some points on the board on the opening drive. They pass on the field goal. What'd you think?
I'm looking at it from a positive standpoint for them. First drive of the game, they set the tone, right? They go downfield. They let them know how aggressive they're going to be all game long. Even though they don't get it, because it's the first drive of the game, you're not that worried about it. Hey, we got plenty of other opportunities as this game moves on.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 13-yard line.
Levis from the gun. A short throw taken in by Conqueror. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll run it again with Henry. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Inside handoff, Henry. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
At the Jaguars' 36-yard line.
Henry running right. Stiff-armed him. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Levis looking to throw. He'll complete this one to Conqueror. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Levis. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Will Levis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Well, this is where it pays to have a quarterback you can trust with the ball in his hands. Normally you want him throwing, or at least trying to make this an option. But here, this is a straight run, a QB draw, and he reads things perfectly and takes it into the end zone.
Caleb Shudak on to try the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the drive was capped off with a touchdown run by Will Levis. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
On first down, right back to ETN. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with ETN. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. It's complete, Burks. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Levis back to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now Levis. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Henry up the middle. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach.
It was a very solid first half from the young rookie from Kentucky, Will Levis. He's got the lone touchdown of the game on a touchdown run. We'll see if he can get it going through the air as this one goes on.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Second half begins with a run by Henry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Levis out of the shotgun now. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half. They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And he dropped it on the 10, but a little unlucky there. Into the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Levis. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Levis sets up to throw here. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field.
And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. On first down, Lawrence. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
McManus on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Levis's throw is on target to Burks.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. Here's Levis. A throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. On the return, here's Agnew. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On second down, here's Lawrence.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Azeez Al-Shaair, former 49er, in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 5.
At their 49-yard line.
Another tote for ETN. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Down he goes into 10 with a solid pickup of 8. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run with ETN. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Levis now on 1st and 10. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Throwing now, here's Levis. And this is caught. He hits more.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And he is going to have a Titans first down, and that should just about do it.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Levis takes a knee here, and that should just about do it.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time poring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So for the Titans, they pick up their 2nd win now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, They're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.